Well, good evening. Good evening, everybody. How has your Monday been? It's just been um, an interesting. Actually, I probably need to turn it down a little bit. Um, yes. So where am I? Hello. Welcome to our usual Monday night stream as we once again return to the return of the Obra Dinn. Oh, did I pick up a follower? No, it was yesterday. Okay, cool. Um, yes. So, just let me sort my life out. I'm never prepared. I'm never fully prepared. I tell a lot. I've kind of been sitting and just watching a bit of Sky News. It was a really good piece, actually. Um, yeah. Right. Dun, right. Let's retweet. Oh, bloody hell. I've got a retweet already. That's always nice when that happens. Why is that not popping up? Why isn't that popping up? Right, okay. So, what's new with me? There we go. So what's new with me? Yes. So I'm okay. I'm good. I'm very good. I had a what did I do today? Work. I had my usual day job. Um, yeah, as it was. Everything's it's a weird one. It's my usual Monday. Weekend was nice. I went to, for those of you who do not know, I went to Arcade Club in Leeds on Saturday, and it was a very, very nice time. And then yesterday, I've just been playing, pottering around the house. Came back yesterday, and what did I do? Yeah, I didn't really do much yesterday. I had a bit of a quiet day. What did I do? Yeah, I didn't really do much. Oh yeah, I was playing around with kind of streaming related. Seems to be that we've probably got about one or two more goes of this before I should be completing the game. Or I may be completing the game. I'm not sure about completing the game. But 2 to 3. So I was beginning to think about what else to play going after this. And I've got a couple of ideas on what to do. Nothing set in stone, but I was just playing around with my Raspberry Pi, trying to get, here's a clue, Commodore 64 and Commodore Amiga games to work. Not necessarily a clue for a big game, because I don't really want to be playing Commodore 64 games for days on end, because they're not, lack of a better word, epic, because you could probably complete them in a stream or two. But yeah, just a couple of ideas on what to do. Probably for Christmas, because I don't really know what I'm doing around the Christmas months just yet. Yeah, we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, that was yesterday, and then Saturday. Oh, Wales won. That was nice. Actually got a chance of qualifying, which, for those of you who have not been watching Wales, and to be honest, I wouldn't necessarily blame you, it's probably a decent chance. Probably slightly undeserved as well, because we haven't been playing particularly well. So yeah, Obra Dinn. So where we left it, we had a really, really good game last time. We ended up solving quite a lot of murders. I think it was like fate. Not all of them were murders. And I think we're at the point now, we're getting close to the point where we begin to find out the final chapter. I might not do that this stream. I might wait for next stream, and I might just spend the rest of this stream trying to figure out basically anybody with two triangles. Now the where we can go is there are people we can begin to figure out. We should be able to figure out most people before finally the final chapter, which will probably teach us a little bit more about the actual story, so that could be quite exciting. We'll see how it goes, shall we? So, I say we get going. Now the other thing was, in the last stream, one of the things that kind of get mentioned is that if it doesn't go secure, if it doesn't turn from handwriting into typed text, we know that it is wrong. So I think we need to start with some of those. Right. 9 hours, 26 minutes, last played 33. So we're over halfway through. Just. Right. Let's get going. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. So, loose cargo, we've pretty much got solved. And that one we pretty much got solved. That one we're not so sure about. Right. Those two. Maybe. Right. Okay, that may or may not be the purser. I think he is the purser. Maybe spiked. Maybe not. Let's leave them both as spiked, and let's see if there is somebody else we can figure out. He may be a good one to know. Right. So he may be a good one to kind of look at. Because he doesn't really have too many memories. Right, let's see if there's any clues. So let's because the way in which he's dressed, he's probably a crew member of some description. Does he speak in his death? Okay, so he doesn't speak in his death. So It was the unholy captives. So maybe there. So I think that could be a good place to start. Hmm. Right. Okay. So he's obviously carrying a doctor's bag. So who would carry a doctor's bag? But isn't the surgeon or the surgeon's mate? Hi, Winnie. How are you today? How was the wedding? Good. Are you back in London now? I'm assuming so. D-Win is asleep, so I won't be joining us. Oh, that's a shame. How was my weekend? My weekend is good. I went to arcade club, but I went to the one in went to the one in Leeds rather than Manchester. So yeah, have I got the people wrong? Because I think I've got some people wrong. Well, I know I've got some people wrong. So right, just to kind of explain, I think he's wrong because that was just a guess. So the guy I'm looking at is this gentleman here. Right. That's the doctor's bag. So my guess is the doctor's bag. He's probably the surgeon or the surgeon's mate because his other like appearances. Oh, I didn't bookmark it. Right. Show memories on Deathma. Right. So he dies there, but his other appearances are when there's people dying. I know there's a lot of people dying, but like he's involved when there's like this scene where the guy dies in his bed, because I'm assuming he's by the surgery. He's involved. I mean, this is probably. I'll probably check that one. But the other scene he's involved in, is the one in the cargo deck. This one, when John loses his leg. So my guess is that he's either the surgeon or the surgeon's mate. Now my guess is I think he's the surgeon's mate because we think the surgeon is the one. Well, the surgeon is this guy's book because it's written by Henry Evans. So that implies that he escaped, and we know that the surgeon escapes. Or we know and he's pictured on a boat. So my guess would be I'm gonna guess who do I really want to get right first? Do I assume that that is a surgeon's mate? I'm just gonna double check. What? Wait, have I got him? Have I got James Wallace? Oh yeah, because I've got James Wallace because I assumed that the surgeon is the surgeon's mate. No. I've guessed incorrectly, James Wallace. Because I've guessed that that's James Wallace, but I think he could be Henry Evans. And James Wallace actually died. I'm just going to double check the guy who died in the body bag. This guy. Oh, wait. Wrong one. It's the guy who gets dragged down the stairs. This guy. So that implies, because he looks more like a surgeon, and that's probably the surgeon's mate. So I'm going to go for that to be James Wallace. And that to be Henry Evans. Yes! 18 minutes! So... Okay. They were not the three I wanted right. Well, 3 of them were. I wanted them right. I wanted either him, or the ones that were involved in the unholy captives. So I'm assuming they're wrong in some way, shape, or form. Right. Okay, let me have a think. Okay, right. Let's remove all bookmarks. So, I've got everything up to that. So that's the first murder I'm not sure about. But he's only in 2 memories. Is there any... There must be a way I can get him. Is he the guy with the tattoo? Just out of interest. Yes! I think I've got him. Right. Shot by a gun by Edwin Nichols. Wait a minute, he wasn't drowned. So I think I've got him because of his other memory. Right, look at his arm. He's got a tattoo of a woman. So I think there's a guy down in the first ever murder, or the first guy who died. Well, not the first guy who dies. This guy here. Was it this one? No, it's the next one. This guy here. He's asleep in his bunk, and the bunk number is 37. That guy was driving me nuts. So that's 37. So that's Timothy Butterment. Right. Progress. So I think that's right. So let's assume that that's right. Because they wouldn't have 2 guys with the same tattoo. The next logical course of action would be this gentleman here. Unless I've got the wrong midshipman. Is that Patrick? And I've got... Right. Could that be Patrick? Instead. So my reasoning behind it is the very next thing that it's said. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to go through a bunch of corpses. Where are they?
Treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
Right. So my argument is... Right. My argument is... My argument is, right, in his death, which is here, the first thing he says is, "Oh, Hagen, you still breathing? Can you row?" I need to listen to the phrase "give us a weapon" in his death. So that would imply that O'Hagan is on the boat. And the only two people we haven't got is this gentleman here and this gentleman here. So let's listen. Is this an Irish accent? When he says, "Give us a weapon."
Keep rowing! Where is it? There! Something there! I see it! Give us a weapon! Shoot it! Mike and I! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Maybe? Well, it's gotta be. Because O'Hagan's on the thing. It's not him, or it may not be him. So my guess is that is Patrick O'Hagan. And was he speared? The fuck? Okay, so I'm wrong with that. Try someone else. Try someone else instead of him. Okay, the three that I'm confident with. Confident with him. I'm confident with him. Oh yeah, you're right. I've only got two. Right. Right. So there's only two. Well, I know he was shot by John Davis because I'm fairly confident he was there. So who is he? Him. Okay, so it's obviously not Finley Dalton. Do you think he's probably a good shout to go for? Oh, actually. Right. He's got an accent. Right. Let's bookmark his memories. Enough. Right.
Captain Campbell. You have a plan? Yes. Take ship southeast. Trade dredged fish and shells
I can't make out his accent, but it's not English. So what other memories is he in? He's obviously got some seniority. Because he was in this one.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Hmm. Could it be Davy James? Because he's the fourth mate. And he seems to be around everybody else. And he was involved in a murder. So where's the fourth? But he's not really dressed like the other people. Or he's the gunner's mate. I don't know. Did that sound like a Polish accent to you? As somebody who's been around Polish accents all... Because his location on the sketch... Because his location is next to him. Who's the gunner? So that could be Olus.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
And he was involved. Well, he was around for the murder. That's another logical. I think that sounds plausible. So let's have a look at the murder again.
Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet!
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
I think he's. I think now he's the gunner's mate, and it's just a really, really bad Polish accent. Probably best the Mika is sleeping. Yes! So we've got Patrick. Right! 2 in 45 minutes. So I think we're beginning to get to the end of the twos. So by which logic... I think that there are a couple of twos left. This chap. This chap. So there's a few twos left. So the twos which appear in the least memories. Okay, so he appears in 11. That's quite a lot. Seven. 2. Right. That's not that many. And he's in 6. That's really not that many. I think I'm going to struggle with the 2. Where's the half-eaten guy? There must be a way to tell who he is. Okay. He's holding the wheel. Wait, hang on. Have we got... That must be the ship's wheel then. So if he's holding the wheel, is he the helmsman? Jesus Christ. There's fireworks going on. So let's assume that he's the helmsman. Let's go for this gentleman next. I know it's the 18th of November. So he was seen here.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody day. How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No probes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
So, clues. He's holding right. Hang on a minute. Right. So this is a Doom Part 1, but he was seen in a Doom Part 7. So I think we probably need to look at the Doom Part 7. Because he obviously didn't escape. which will explain. Right, hang on.
Let me on. Dead body, you bloody Dave. How's that?
Hey, Shaken! How's it going? Happy Monday. Are you well? Still not done. No, we're getting close. I spoke to somebody who sometimes watches his stream, and he said he hasn't been on for a while. On the account that he wants to play this. So, what we're trying to do, just to count, we've actually got 6 in an hour, which is really, really good. We're trying to find out what happened to this gentleman here, because he disappeared in the dune, but in one thing he was seen in a boat. Which was part 1. But he also was in part 7. So something happened to him to not get on the boat. And I'm assuming the same happened with him. Yeah, because he was in part 7. So what happened in part 7? Okay. I'm glad you're doing okay. I know you're having a bit of a rough time, but glad you're doing okay. So why did he not get on the boat? Oh! I'm assuming he drowned then. Right. No, as I said, I'm still not done. But I mean, I'm having fun. It's all good. It's all good fun. Right. I'm going to say drowned. And this gentleman drowned. This game does need a lot of attention. And obviously, this gentleman. So who is that? Okay, Unholy Captives Part 3. He's holding a book. It's cool in a way, not a usual game. No, I don't know how much you know about the chap who made it, Lucas Pope. He's done 2 games, and this is the second game he's done. The previous one is a game by the name of Papers, Please, which is a game about the immigration system in a communist country. So he does these games where, I mean, you're playing an insurance sales. You're playing an insurance underwriter. So he does games that are a little bit odd. And I do like games that are a little bit strange. And oh yeah, Untitled Goose Game is so much fun. I need to try and find more of these little quirky games because I'm having fun playing them. And they're just like really fun just to kind of go through. So if anybody's got any ideas, I will happily hear them. Right. Where is he? Right. Could I assume, based on his location, administrative official accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages small item store for the crew. Could I assume that this gentleman is the purser? Does he speak? There's no cause for... It wasn't his fault I saw the whole thing. Right. Is that the purser?
Let me on.
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane.
Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother.
What? That was an accident.
The robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so
Oh,
long.
don't!
Maybe the purser? But it's a really, really bad accent. Also, he's got an American accent. Well, maybe not American accent. Right, hang on. Is it an accent? It's an accent.
Let me on.
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane.
Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother.
What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
I'm gonna guess that that's the bosun. Because he's always around. Or sorry, the purser. No. Hmm. Okay. I don't know. I feel you shaking. Right. I need. Right. Let's look at a few of these. Can I change username in Twitch? I think you can. I'm not sure how though. It depends how much value you put on it. The reason why I say that is if you change it, my name should be Shaken 00. I think it should. Yeah, I think you can do various types of capitalization without much in the way of, like, you don't need to change it per se. Like, I think it. Oh wait, hang on. I think you can change capitalization because I think I did with mine. You can do it quite straightforwardly. Where is he? says he's here. Hey, Dwayne. How are you? How was your nap? And how was the wedding? Was it nice? We've had progress. We've got the... You'll be delighted to know. Do you want the good news or do you want the bad news? Well, the good news is we've managed to solve the mystery of your countryman. We found out how he died. The bad news... Oh, sorry, I told you the good news first. Well, I mean, it's not good news because somebody died. The bad news is it had the worst accent in the world. Like the worst Polish accent in the world. So, sorry about that. Show memories on deck, Matt. He's there? Right, okay, let's go to the one before. So he's... Okay, let's go to that one. But we've got 6 or 9 already.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Can't believe you solved the poll without me. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Look, the way in which you probably need to look at it is you weren't subjected to a terrible Polish accent. He's here somewhere. So where is he when all this is taking place? So so there should be 9 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. So there are 2 people missing from this scene. Who is that gentleman? So where is he? That's the only thing I'm really confused with. There are 2 people missing. But they say they're present. Are they hiding somewhere? The purser's office is there. Right, okay, let's go back. Could... Right. I'm going to check this guy here. Or his death. Oh, he's hidden! Okay. So that is obviously the purser. Because he's hidden in his office. Okay. So. Right. Let's think about this gentleman here. Was he speared by a terrible beast? And have I got somebody wrong? I don't think he was speared. I'm going to say he was drowned. Yes! 3 more! Shaken, I think there is a way of changing it. I think the reason why Shaken with the capital S and the capital N isn't available is because of there is a way of setting your italics, like, sorry, your capitalization in Twitch. I'm just gonna double check. I know it's right. Gonna Google it for you. Oh my god, he's about to orgasm. Thanks for that, Rich. Sorry, Winnie. Yeah. So, Shaken, if you go to there, I'm just going to put something in chat. There is an option. I don't know if I can access it if I'm streaming, because if you can change things. I mean, yeah. So if you change your display name there, you can set the capitalization, Shaken. Hopefully that can help you out. And say to Winnie, D-Win, solving crime's better than sex. It's just a fact of life. You know, justice. Justice. It's better than sex. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Right. There you go. There's an option there called display name. And you can set your capitalization. Right. 3 more down. I'll tell you what, I'll put it in the Discord after I finish this. After I finish the stream. Should be there. Oh, you found it. Oh, you do what I do. Right. Hey, Nige, how's it go? Do you know what? Sri ZB. Shaken, that looks good. Nige, it's going great. How you doing, mate? We're playing Obra Dinn, and apparently, according to D-Win, I sound like I'm having fun. Do you know what? I never put 2 and 2 together because you always follow me on things, and I've never asked for your username for things. It's going good. How are things with you? How's married life? It's the weirdest thing. Were you here when I did my Alien vs Predator stream? I use this my Xbox gaming tag as cup of tea for you. Yeah, I wonder who you got that off. Look at it's the same as before. Yeah, it's always the same. Well, I wouldn't know. I've never been married, so I can't tell you. I'm sure you could have a conversation with D-Win and Winnie, who were in the chat. Oh, only when you did Duck Game. Okay. Martin I chose it a few years back, yes. I'm always... So, just to kind of explain, with the exception of Shaken in here, I know pretty much everybody's real name. And I'm always a bit scared about using real names on Twitter and shit like that. So, Winnie is my brother. I'm going to call you Nige. Sir Azibi. You know my brother. But yeah, so good to see you. I had a great time at your wedding. I had a great time. So yeah, with apologies to Lurkers and Shaken and whoever else, if I suddenly start talking about random stuff that happened during our childhood, I went to Nigel's wedding a few weeks back. I think I told you the story on the stream. How much did I drink? I don't know. I drank a lot. But, because... I drank a lot, but probably not as much as... I woke up without a hangover. I avoided a hangover, which could... More than can be said for Martin. But yeah, I wasn't too bad. Because I had a long trip because I was going to London the next day. Somehow I did too. I wasn't too bad. Yeah. Well, it was... I don't know. Is solving crimes better than drinking? As you always establish better than sex. I don't know. Yes. Unless the crime is Especially if the crime is... What's a crime involving alcohol? That's actually quite funny, because I don't want to say drink driving, because that's a really, really horrible crime. Okay, so get on it. I'm being sociable. Right. Right. Yeah. So, Obra Dinn. We're getting somewhere. So, twos. We need to find twos with not many memories. And I think we're running out. So would you say... I think we've got... I think we've only got two, and they've got quite a lot of memories. And there's that chap who we think is wrong. This one here. Oh, no. So, this one... I think we're gonna struggle. So this one was in the Doom Part 5. He kind of is all over the place. There isn't really... He skips a lot. Okay. Right, let's... Okay, before we solve him, I'm just going to go through and remove possible ones. So we don't know who this guy is. He's the first guy, I believe. Yeah. So we don't know who this chap is. 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 Part of me is thinking... So him, and we know how he died. We know how both of those die. We just don't know how. Who they are. This guy... This guy... So we've got a few twos. Okay. So that is wrong. But we know how he died. Because he was stabbed by the fourth crew member. So, let's go for this chap here. Because we know how he dies. And there's not that many memories. So show memories on death map. But more memories. Right. Do I play Apex? I do, but I don't play it on streams. Two reasons. Number one, I'm not very good. And number two, so he was... and number two, I don't know if I can stream and play games at the same time. But I'm more than happy to jump on a non-streamy thing. If you want to play at some point, because I'm assuming you play. Do you play on Xbox? I'm assuming yes. I'm a Lifeline player. which I nearly said something. I nearly did a Lifeline impression, but then I don't know how many other people know. Yeah, I will do, mate. I usually play at weekends because I have a little bit more time, so I don't know how that fits in with you. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I play the Jamaican woman and do dreadful accents. Because, right. Do we see this guy? At all? No. So I'm going to assume that whoever that guy is sleeping. So he's sleeping in these quarters. So if he's sleeping in these quarters... Right, okay. Let's look at the murder, which is his next one. Is it? Oh, I didn't want to do that. So let's chart this. So started in a bit of cold. Next one was the murder, part 2. So he was there. Then unholy captives, and then was involved in basically the whole Doom. Oh, it's also Soldiers at Sea. Soldiers at Sea may be a clue. So let's look at the murder.
You have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of...
So he was there.
As captain of this ship, and by
I'm just going to have a look. Is there anything else we can discern from him?
the crown of England, I sentence you to death by fire.
No.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men.
Okay. So, Soldiers at Sea, which is this gentleman here. Okay. So, he's here. So he's a top man. So I'm going to assume he's one of those. The only other one was this one. So he's obviously a top man. Where is he? Okay, are we sure he was drowned by a terrible beast? Sorry, if I'm repeating myself over and over again, I apologise. I'm just trying to figure out this gentleman. So that's the helmsman. So where is he? Is he here? Or have I just gone too far? No, he's here. Was he on the boat that... Oh no, was this him? Yeah. Okay. So we can safely assume that he got pulled into the sea. Okay. So that's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's how I feel. Right. Let's have a think. So. So how does Twitch Prime work? Right, okay. So Twitch Prime basically gives you the ability to... It costs like $4.99 a month to sponsor a streamer that you like. And you get like really cool things. Now or $5.99. I think it's different in euro. I don't know what you are where you are. It's $4.99 in terms of pounds. Now what? So basically, what happens then is with Twitch Prime, you get one free sponsor a month. So it's basically like giving money away for free. Now, I am not quite at that level yet. I'm very close to be an affiliate. So you can't sponsor me as much as I'd like you to. I've no doubt as soon as I do, I'll kind of mention it. Where is he? Where exactly is he sleeping? Oh, from the first one. Right. Okay. Let's go back to the first one. You also get like various little in-game loots. If you have a Switch, it does give you Nintendo Online, which is really really good, cool and really really useful. But yeah, it's just a little free thing. I have it through Amazon Prime, so it's quite cool. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Sorry about this. Oh wait. Is he here? Also movies, yeah. I mean, if you've got Amazon Prime, it's really kind of can be quite a useful thing. So, it's this guy here. Okay, let's have a think about it. If we assume that he's a top man and he's Chinese or Persian, if I assume he's one of those because he knows the Formosi law, he would be 38, 39, 40, or 41. So that's 59. What did I say? 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay, can I assume that he's gonna be cool? Let me know when you're done. Put it in the Discord so I can take a look at it. I'm quite new at Twitch. Yeah, everybody was new once. And this is actually like one of my better streams. It's quite, I don't know. It seems to be going well. Certainly in terms of gameplay. But thank you for hanging out and everything. It's good to meet people, spend time. Lewis Walker. Top man. He's the only English top man. I think I did. I can't find the. Good evening, Yukov, ma'am. How are you doing? Right. Okay. So assuming that guy. Okay. I'm going to assume that those guys. Oh wait, hang on. 39, 40, 41. Right, okay, so these are the cots. So it's those three. So those three have Huang. Have Huang Li, Li Hong, Wei Li, and thingy. Now the only one I can tell is this guy. But even then, I'm going by a leg. I don't know. Maybe try somebody else. Okay, right. I've got an idea of the guy who dies at the end. This guy. And my idea is he looks. Okay, my theory is he looks English. Show memories. And he's in that memory. So my guess. Okay. Right. So my guess. Oh, sorry. By the way, you of Ken and Winnie, you show up as the same color. So I think you're both speaking. Right. He looks English. So my idea is that, and he's here. No, he's not. He's here. So he's a top man. That being said, is he a top man? Leonard Volkov. Yeah, so he's a top man. So I'm going to assume that that is Lewis Walker. That's my guess. Who else has died in here? Okay. So let's assume that's Lewis Walker. Right. Okay. How many other top men do we have left? Right. So, top men we have left. We have Maba from New Guinea, Omid Gul from Persia. Right. And the 4 Chinese. So, can you change the colour of your name? I don't know if you can. I think it's just random. Right, okay. Let's think about this. Should we assume that this gentleman here is the Persian? Because of his headdress. And then we can assume that this guy is New Guinea, is Maba. Because if he's... Because my thinking is the tattoos. So let's say that is an unknown top man. Let's say everybody up here is a top man. Am I about to orgasm again? Shut up. I get excited. You should, if you think that's me being excited, you should watch me while I'm watching football. Right. If that's the case, should we then focus our attention on Omid. In You did it. Oh yeah, I think you could do it in Twitch Prime. You can actually do it. Right, let's go for what is it? The Doom Part 7. Which is the chap who, the possible Mabber. This guy. We're getting there. I have no idea how many we solved this stream. So where is Mabber? He's still with us there. Okay, so those are the 3 who died in the boat. He is on here, isn't he? Oh no. No, he's not. Where did he disappear? Doom Part 6. Okay. Let's go Doom Part 6. Doom Part 6. Are you having fun, Shaken? Just changing your colours. It's quite sweet. Doom Part 6. It's this guy here. Oh! I've got an idea. Sorry, I'm just gonna... Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. So, he's trying to pull him back. So this would imply that that is Peter. Yes! We're getting very close. Right. I think here we are. It's just a joy of happiness. It's a wonderful feeling. So this would probably imply that must be Thomas Lanka. Pete baby. Right. Before I finish, I'm gonna find Mabba. Is that Mabba? Oh, sorry, not Mabba. That must be Omid Ghoul. So he drowned, and I'm assuming by a terrible beast. He was part of the second set I saw by playing the game. Right. Okay. So that will be it for tonight. We had a lot of progress there. It was great. It was superb. Good night, D-Win. Good night, Winnie. Good game. Yeah, it was a great game. It's been good. It's been wonderful. It's been productive. It's been fun. It's been wonderful to hang out with you all tonight. I actually had a lot of fun. But admittedly, it was just someone I guess at that point that didn't all the people that could have been pulled back. Yeah, there is quite a lot. Yeah, we're getting close. How many we've got left? Oh, it's been a great chat. It's been a great chat. It's been fun. Is there anybody online who's interesting? No. Great chat. So, how many we got left? We don't have many left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that's right. So 15 left. We could do this next stream. I don't know the exact route I'm going to take, but it could happen next stream, which would be amazing. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat. Thank you to everybody who came and hung out, and I genuinely hope the 4 Chinese are going to be a struggle. Yeah. Okay, next stream. It's not Wednesday. Wednesday I'm doing a talk in Manchester. I'm doing a talk about digital marketing and how marketers should work with developers. Yeah, I know that's really bad for you too. Yeah, it's the same talk again, but it's in Manchester, slightly different crowd. Okay. I could do tomorrow, but to be honest, I'd rather not. Yeah, it's the same topic, but a different crowd. I'm allowed to do it, and it's only I basically got asked to fill in, so they basically get what they're given. Thursday's a possibility. In fact, Thursday is probably better. Yeah, Thursday could work. I might do a rarity. A slightly drunken stream. I've got a preview beforehand, or I could be really, really sensible, and instead of going to this after party thing, I could just go home or just drink Coke and things like that. That's okay. Thursday. Oh, you haven't seen it? No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. It's right. Let's do Thursday, and I will be a good boy. Because that leaves tomorrow to basically catch up on various things. I'm organising a stag do, and I haven't organised anything. So yeah, in fact, so if you, I'll find a random person to kind of throw it out. Yeah, let's do Thursday. I'll put a tweet out, and I will say Thursday. Cool, right. I will. Is there anybody I can actually host? Because I've got. No. There's Mandy, but I don't know. Right, cool. Let's leave it there. Thank you all very, very much for hanging out. This has actually been. I'd like. Been quite cool. If you're not following me, please follow. If you are, please doing. Yeah. I'm not going to host anybody. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll tell you this right now. This is probably going to be the busiest stream I've ever done. It's been really, really cool. And it's been really, really amazing. And it's even more than when it was the Final Fantasy VII ending, which got stupid numbers. Good night. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you Thursday. Thanks for coming. Take care.